Hey guys, Dr. Michael Young here. Hope you had a nice break. Hope Santa was good to you. Hope you're excited about this semester. In this short video, I'm going to introduce expectations, a little bit about some of the assignments, a little bit about what's expected of you for our course, which is BA 465 International Management, which begins next week. I'm recording this on Thursday, January 9. Classes will begin on Monday, January 12th. We have two assignments coming up, so I'm planning to get into those. First off, let's see who all's in our class. We have a small class. If you open up yours, I don't know what yours looks like. This is what my online looks like for me. If I go into the participants, I see that we have Devin, Zach, Kiliona, Christopher, Destiny, Ariel, and myself, Michael. Going back to the My Online homepage, you go down here, you see the contact information. These are my office hours, right? If you want to swing by, I love it when students come by and talk to me. That's great. It's always much better than trying to work through online. It's much more personal. Going on down here, I'm going to post the new introduction video here. This is still from last semester. This is my curriculum vitae. A little bit about myself. I'm from Putnam County. I live now just north of Winfield in Fraser's Bottom, West Virginia. And yeah, I'm a graduate of West Virginia State. I graduated way back in the 1980s. Yeah, but what kind of sets me apart here at West Virginia State is even though I'm local, I spent most of my career abroad. I lived in Hong Kong for nearly 20 years, for 19 years, and I worked as a professor and I've traveled all around China. My area of specialization is Chinese management. So I don't want to brag, but I'm very qualified to teach this course. Yeah, and I'm excited about the topic. I'm very interested in things abroad. In fact, next week I'm going to take a trip to Hong Kong, and then in May I'm going to take another trip to Kenya. I try to travel widely. I think it's one of the most exciting things that we can do as humans. It makes the world an interesting place. I'm trying to encourage you to do so as well. But anyway, back to our course. Let's open up our syllabus and see what we have here. A lot of this information is stuff that we already have. Going down our syllabus, it's course information. You've seen this sort of stuff before. This is the outcomes, what we expect. What you need for your textbook is to buy this access code. Yeah. You can buy it online or you can buy it through the bookstore. You need that because we do what are called SmartBook assignments. You need that to go through McGraw-Hill so you can do those SmartBook assignments. Speaking of which, let's jump right into the rest of our assignments. Well, yeah, here's the SmartBook assignments. You've got 14 of those, one for each of the chapters that we cover. So that's 140 points. We've got 6 graded discussions. Each of those is worth 25 points, so that comes up to 150 points. There are 7 online quizzes that you will do. Those are worth 10 points each, so that's 70 points. We've got a midterm, which will be all essay. We've got a final, which will also be all essay. And then we have 2 video recordings. One video recording is due next week. This is a personal introduction video. And then the other video is video recording on an international topic in which you will do some research, record yourself with PowerPoint files or some other types of presentation aids, and you will post that for 225 points. Altogether, it comes up to 1,000 points, right? And we've got a rhythm. Once the semester goes, we'll do a discussion, then we'll do a quiz, then we'll do a discussion, then we'll do a quiz, and then we have our midterm exam. Then you have your big video assignment due, and then last week we'll have the final exam. So it's pretty structured. Not a lot of surprises. You just need to realize that you have something due every Sunday. Every Sunday evening, there's something due. So just keep that in mind. Going back to the main My Online page, let's look at how this is going to work out. What else do we have here? These are some information about using the LMS, Learning Management System Integration. In other words, what My Online is actually, the platform is called Moodle. How do you use Moodle, and how do you use the SmartBook assignments through Moodle? This is a grading rubric for our discussions. Um, you know, I'm expecting you to use artificial intelligence and use it wisely. I don't prohibit you from using artificial intelligence. That is Grok, Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever. It's everywhere now, right? We can't escape it. You can use that, but you need to use it wisely. And if I feel like you're just copying and pasting and using the artificial intelligence verbatim, then I'm going to dock you. I'm going to say this sounds too clean. It sounds too crisp. It sounds too much like you're just using this without giving any original thought. At this point, you need to be responsible for your own education. I know that sounds like a cliche, but you're not fooling anyone if you just use AI and don't learn. Um, so I'm hoping you'll use that for the discussions, also for the exams, for everything. Use that responsibly. Use it as a tool, and you'll be graded accordingly. All right, let's look at our first week then. What's coming up? This is first week, opening Monday. You go down through here, you see the objectives. This is the chapter. It's talked just about globalization. Every week I try to come up with some international music. I mean, I don't want this to be all cut and dried and boring. So I have some international music from different countries. You've probably heard of Luciano Pavarotti, who's a famous opera singer, passed away, but he's one of the most famous opera singers of Italian opera anywhere uh, in modern times, let's say. And here's some other stuff. Academy of International Business, General Agreement in Tariffs and Trades, the World Trade Organization. This is all things that are talking about globalization that's taken place recently. Video on globalization, deglobalization. The first assignment we're going to talk about is studying in Hong Kong. I'm going to do a separate video on that. And yeah, that's due. You got to do your smart book assignment, which is chapter 1. You've probably done these before. It's you go in, you read the chapter, and as you read the chapter, you're tested on if you've absorbed any of the material, if you've retained any material. So as you go along, you're tested, and once you get all the answers correct, you're done. So it's possible to get 100 points every time. It just might take you longer if it takes you a little bit more time to retain material and answer the questions correctly. And the other thing that we have is our discussion. Okay, so let's go on to the next week. The next week is one of my favorite topics: is international differences in public, economic, and legal systems. Same format, objectives. We get the reading assignment. We've got the chapter 2. We've got international music. Here we've got some music from Kenya. And a few other things. These are just things that we talk about. And then here's the chapter 2 smart book assignment. Now in this week you'll do a quiz. Instead of doing discussion, we'll do a quiz. Right? And so it just goes on and on like that throughout the rest of the semester, rotating discussion, quiz, discussion, quiz. Then we have the midterm. Then we go back into discussion, quiz, and then you have your video assignment. And then Same thing, discussion quiz, until we get to the final exam. At the end of the week, next week, you need to upload a personal introduction video. You click on that link to upload the video. Personal introduction video you need to have uploaded by January 25, which is Sunday. You will create a short video just to give us your name, your hometown, your planned major, your dream career, and then I want you to find and discuss one interesting international business story that you've come across recently and explain how it might relate to this course. All right, so everybody has to get that uploaded by Sunday, the January 25 to get full credit. Well, that's all for now. If you have any questions, send me an email, come by and talk to me in my office. I believe I've had some of you guys before. I recognize some of the names. So yeah, let's have fun with this. It's a lot of exciting stuff that we can talk about. Great time to be studying international management. It's just such a big, interesting world out there. Now I'm going to do a separate video on our first discussion topic, which I will upload soon.